Who am I? How did I come into the world? Why was I not consulted? Confidence is the present tense of hope. Our life always expresses the result of our dominant thoughts. To dare is to lose one's footing momentarily. Not to dare is to lose oneself. Wherever there is a crowd, there is untruth. The unhappy person is never present to themselves because they always live in the past or the future. The question is not to be or not to be, it is what we should be until we are not. Do it or don't do it, you will regret both. Geniuses are like thunderstorms, they go against the wind, terrify people, clear the air. The function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to change the nature of the one who prays. The Bible is very easy to understand. But we Christians are a bunch of scheming swindlers. We pretend to be unable to understand it because we know very well that the minute we understand, we are obliged to act accordingly. Above all, do not lose your desire to walk every day. I walk myself into a state of well-being and walk away from every illness. I have walked myself into my best thoughts, and I know of no thought so burdensome that one cannot walk away from it. But by sitting still, and the more one sits still, the closer one comes to feeling ill. Thus if one just keeps on walking, everything will be all right. The minority is always stronger than the majority, because the minority is generally formed by those who really have an opinion. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Take a chance and you may lose. Take not a chance and you have lost already. People settle for a level of despair they can tolerate and call it happiness. It is better to try something and fail than to try nothing and succeed. The result may be the same, but you won't be. We always grow more through defeats than victories. People demand freedom of speech as a compensation for the freedom of thought which they seldom use. I found I had less and less to say, until finally, I became silent, and began to listen. I discovered in the silence, the voice of God. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. The most common form of despair is not being who you are. There are two ways to be fooled. One is to believe what isn't true, the other is to refuse to believe what is true.